For 17 seasons of television, our first guest has been rubbing a salve of hot Texas queso into the loins of this troubled nation on his syndicated talk show, Dr. Phil. A new season, even weirder than ever before, premieres Monday. Please welcome the wise and whiskered Dr. Phil McGraw.
I think one of these days you're going to run out of adjectives.
No, I never will. I will never.
Where's wise, whiskered?
Wise and whiskered.
Wise and whiskered. Weird,
right.
Wise and whiskered.
Well, the show's weird. You're wise and whiskered.
Okay.
You're not that weird. You're a little bit weird. Would you disagree with that statement?
Vehemently.
You would. You don't think of yourself as a little bit weird?
No, I don't think of myself as weird.
Oh.
I'm a
well,
little
we
weird.
do.
I'm a little weird for being here and putting up with this.
Hey, by the way,
You gotta be a little weird to put up with this every
happy
night.
birthday. Happy birthday. It was your birthday on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't really think of them as birthdays. I think of them as personal records of successive days lived.
Yeah.
It's a personal record every day.
That's a good way to look at it.
It is.
Did Oprah call you for your birthday?
No, she hasn't yet.
Why do you think that is? Does she usually call you on your
Yes.
birthday?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And then this year you didn't get a call.
No, I haven't, but she will.
But it was Sunday. It's too late now. It's past. The birthday's
no,
gone.
she will. We always call each other the week of our birthday.
The week of the birthday.
Yeah.
What if she doesn't?
We talk a lot, so it's not like, every 6 months or something. She'll call.
How often do you speak to Oprah on the phone?
A lot.
Like, what's a lot? Like once a month?
Not enough that it's a problem.
What did your
She
lovely...
talks to Robin as much as she does me.
What did your lovely wife, you call her Robin, I call her Dr. Phyllis. What did she do to celebrate your birthday this year?
Well, we went to we went to New York, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, right. You went to the Jonas Brothers concert.
Right.
At Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
Was that your birthday surprise?
Well, it wasn't a surprise.
Oh.
I mean, it's been scheduled for a year.
I see. You went because, well, I don't know. Maybe you went because you love the Joe Bros. Are you a Joe Bro?
I do. We're good friends.
What's your favorite Jonas Brothers song?
Well, I like the new songs. I like. You think I don't know?
Well, yeah. Yeah, we all do right now.
No,
Yeah.
I think. I like Sucker. I like Cool. Like Human.
Are those real songs?
You don't know?
Well, I'm not part of the Jonas
I'm
Brothers
sure it's
family.
going to be a bitch booking them.
So your son is a musician,
He is.
and he opened for the Jonas Brothers at Madison Square Garden.
He did, yeah.
Which had to be very exciting for you and your wife.
It is. When you see your kid at Madison Square Garden
Yeah.
and the place is sold out to the rafters, it's really fun.
I would think so. Did
Yeah.
you sit in the audience where people were like, what the hell is Dr. Phil doing here?
Well, sort of. We sat in an area kind of raised up like the band over there with a lot of security around. And
Well,
stuff.
that's pretty great.
Yeah, it is. And it's really fun to see them do that. I mean, both of my kids are doing great. I mean, they're kind of putting me in their rearview mirror, actually, which is okay. They can take care of me in my old age.
Yeah, sure. And you're getting there. It's happening. Next year, next year is a big birthday. It's a 70th birthday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I hope I make it.
You'll make it. What I want to know, how did you wind up at Joe Jonas's wedding to Sansa Stark of Game of Thrones? How did this happen?
Well, we've been friends for a good while.
And so you're through your son, is this?
Well, that's how I met him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he said, yeah, we're inviting the whole McGraw family to our wedding.
Pretty much.
And then you, on Instagram, I feel like you screwed up here because they posted a photograph, and their wedding was very secretive. It was held in Paris, right?
No.
And you wrote on the bottom on
See,
Sophie's...
that's where you're screwed up. It wasn't in Paris.
Well,
See,
where
you're
was
getting
it?
ready to say I gave it away. That's bull.
Well,
I got a bad rap on that.
okay, well, let's see. What it says here is easy now, 1 week to go. Ha, see you at the wedding. Now,
Right.
Then in the news, it was, whoops, Dr. Phil just revealed Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner's wedding date. Dr. Phil's brag accidentally revealed their wedding date. Dr. Phil gave away Dr. Phil accidentally revealed. Did you not? Was the wedding date 1 week from that photograph?
I didn't know you had evidence.
I have evidence. I always have evidence. You know I'm a prosecutor at heart.
No, it wasn't a week, but it was pretty close.
It was pretty close.
But it wasn't in Paris.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's all wrong. Nobody knew where it was.
It was in France, though, right?
Yes.
And where's Paris, may I ask? You're under oath.
It's a long way from where the wedding was in France.
I see. Okay.
And it was, by the way, on the hottest day in the history of France. Not in the hottest day since the Weather Channel started.
Mm-hmm.
The hottest day in the history of France. Louis XIV, all the way, hottest day in the history of France for an outdoor wedding.
And so are you upset that you went then?
No, but I lost a lot of weight.
Did they get mad at you for posting that?
No.
No, nobody said anything. Nobody's like, oh, God, I knew we shouldn't have invited Dr. Phil at his wedding. We're trying to keep this secret.
No,
He says
I don't
it's
think
a
it
week.
ever occurred to him until now.
Well, no, listen, it's all over the news.
And
That
I'm
wasn't
sure
me.
they're sitting watching right now because you're such a big fan of theirs.
Well, listen, I know those guys from when they were little kids. I practically raised them.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they're nice guys, but I
nice
just
guys.
think it's weird that they invited you to the wedding, that's all.
Why is that weird? Because you didn't invite me to yours?
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Apparently it does. You have some standard that you don't think they have.
Dr. Phil, did we just touch on something? Were you upset that I didn't invite you to my wedding?
Was I?
Yeah.
No, I still am.
You are. I'm sorry. Had I known you cared,
really
I would have.
Deep. It
I
cut
would have
really
invited
deep.
you to the wedding. Had I known you cared, I absolutely would have.
I don't think so.
I just feel like, and here's the thing, and no offense, but I feel like when Dr. Phil shows up,
you just
there's
said
bad
but.
news.
You just said but. You just said no offense, but. But means forget what I just said. I'm getting ready to tell you what I really think.
Right, no. But when you see Dr. Phil, like for instance, Bam Margera. Bam Margera reaches out to you.
Right.
That's a red flag. When a celebrity reaches out to Dr. Phil, boom, we hit rock bottom, yes?
People don't usually call me first.
Right, exactly. You're not the first doctor on the list.
And you know, I can't tell you how many tens of thousands of letters I get that say, this is the end. I'm at the end of my rope. This is the last stop on the subway. Why doesn't somebody call me first? When goes a little wrong, give me a ring, okay? Don't wait till the wheels have come off.
Yeah.
Don't wait until everything's gone to hell and then say, okay, we'll call the bald guy and see what he has to say.
I got to tell you, I feel like, not just me, but I feel like we've all been insensitive to you and to the fact that you're a real human being. Beneath this tough exterior where you're pounding people and calling them dope and, you know, all these, you know, you're dumber than a June bug up a monkey's butt and all that kind of stuff, that there's a person that's hurting inside.
Well, I do suffer from agoraphobia.
And what is that?
It's the fear of being forgotten.
Oh, no.
Or ignored.
Oh, you will never be forgotten, Dr. Phil.
it's-
Thank you for that music. You know what? We're going to take a break, and I'm going to hold you during this break. For those of you at home, I want you to know while you're watching the commercials, Dr. Phil and I will be embracing the whole time. Hello there. We are back with Dr. Phil McGraw, his show, Dr. Phil. The 18th season of the show premieres on Monday.
Monday, yeah.
How many shows have you shot already?
Oh, probably 20, 25.
And the big thing is this Bam Margera thing, as I mentioned from Jackass. Bam, who's, you know, a very funny guy, reached out to you, and you took him in to your show.
Well, he started posting things, I guess, on Instagram or whatever. He was down in Austin in a hotel room, kind of on his own. And he started saying, I'm in trouble and I don't trust anybody except Dr. Phil, like no pressure. Mm-hmm. And he says, I'll talk to him, I'll do anything he says. And I said, well, if you want to talk to me, then I told my staff, tell him, come see me. You know where I am. And he said, well, I've been thrown off the last 3 airplanes I've been on, so I don't know that I can get there. I said, well, if you want to come see me, then shut up, sit down on the airplane, get out here. And he was here the next morning.
He got on the airplane.
He did, and he got here.
He spoke to you. And how is he doing now?
Now I think he's really making a concerted, sincere effort to turn things around, which I really hope he does because he's got a lot of young people that really look up to him. But I gotta say, it's not a success-only journey, and he's in rehab. And look, when you really have a problem with drugs or alcohol, it's not unusual for there to be 6 or 7 relapses before you finally get a grip on it. And so who knows if this will be a time.
You put him in rehab.
I'd put him in detox first.
Detox. And then did he escape or he left?
Well, he left without permission.
He left without permission.
He stayed for a
And while
a
he was
day.
out without permission, he got a tattoo that says Dr. Phil on it. And it's a heart, combination of heart star, which is very creative. And how do you feel about that, Dr. Phil?
Well, he's a fan. But I would have preferred he stayed where he was.
You would have preferred. But if you're gonna, if anything, if he's out getting your name tattooed on him, what an honor.
Yeah, well, I'd have preferred he stayed. He got the tattoo and then went to a hotel on Sunset and promptly got arrested. But then he went back and stayed for a couple of days and then out again and then back again. But right now, he's really head down and
Would it be smart for him to get your phone number tattooed on him in case, like, somebody needs to call you?
Maybe just a barcode. You can swipe it and it rings the phone.
How do you feel about this country and the just general state of the union right now?
Well, it's troubling to me because, I think we've lost human connection. And I've said it before, always we've been able to have disagreements and disagree and then go on and have a relationship, respect each other as human beings. And now it doesn't seem that way. Everybody's wanting to, if somebody disagrees with you, boycott them, blackball them, do this, do that. You don't ever resolve anything by turning away from each other. You resolve things by turning towards each other and talking it through and resolving by hearing each other out and finding some middle ground. And there's no dialogue now.
You're saying we shouldn't be building a wall. Is that what you're saying, Dr.
I'm saying there is a big wall between the left and the right now, and I don't get into politics one side or the other.
Well, you did really get into politics inadvertently because the first national television exposure that Elizabeth Warren, who's now a senator and running for president, had was on Guess Who's show.
What Elizabeth is saying is get some of the big chunks of debt out. Let's go through the rest of this real quick.
Okay. Catch up on your utility payments where you're behind, so that's not a problem. Keep paying those student loans because they'll stay after you. But you've got to hit those credit cards. Minimum monthly payment, that's for suckers. They're stealing from you and you're letting them do it. You're saying, here, come, take my money. Don't do that. Pay down extra, and pay down extra again till it's gone.
Now, did she get your name tattooed on her body as well?
Not as far as you know.
That's kind of strange, isn't it?
Now, Liz Warren is a really good friend. I really love her personally. She's smart, she's funny, she's hardworking, Harvard law professor. I mean, this is a really bright lady. I don't agree with all of her political positions, but I'll tell you what, as a quality human being, you won't find a better woman.
Is she too smart to be the president of the United States?
Depends on who you're comparing her to.
Dr. Phil, everybody. Season 18 of Dr. Phil premieres Monday. We'll be back with Method Man. Congratulations on making it to the end of a YouTube video. Why not celebrate by clicking the subscribe button? You earned it.